Tanium and Microsoft are joining forces to help organizations prevent, respond, and remediate threats faster. Joining me today to hear about this new integration is Tanium's Rob Jenks. So welcome, Rob.
Thank you, Maggie. Great to be here.
So Tanium was just accepted into the Microsoft Intelligent Security Association, also known as MISA, which is an ecosystem of vendors and managed security service providers who are all integrating their solutions within the Microsoft security stack. So tell us exactly how Tanium is integrating into Microsoft security and how it benefits customers.
Yeah, absolutely. So our goal with MISA is really to deliver the industry's most effective integrated solution for both security and IT operations by combining Tanium with Microsoft's security portfolio. So as you probably know, Microsoft offers a broad suite of really excellent security technologies that benefit from cloud scale analytics on Azure, orchestration, really an unparalleled set of threat intelligence. And so what Tanium adds to that is real-time visibility, data and control so that organizations can become more compliant and secure and more performant as well. So with Tanium, you go from having what's traditionally a somewhat incomplete and outdated sense of what your environment looks like to a complete, precise, and real-time view, which is what's required to deal with high-velocity cyber attacks. And this integration also helps bridge the gap between IT and security teams, which is critical to do when you're in the midst of recovering from an attack.
You know, and when you think about an attack and the damage that can be done before and after even SecOps know there's an incident, it must feel like a race against time. So what are some of the challenges that analysts are up against today?
Yeah, I mean, it really is a race against time in the midst of an attack. But to really understand kind of the full flow and context, I think we need to step back and start prior to the attack. So the first thing that IT and security teams need to partner on is getting their environment into a secure state in the first place, which is really about operational hygiene. And organizations need real-time visibility and control, even to see all the devices that they have, and then to secure them and to keep them in a secure state. So you have to set up your environment even prior to any attack that happens in order to be best positioned. And then once an attack does come along, the challenge is that resolving these incidents takes a really long time. Traditionally, there's too much manual work and thinking about where the data is coming from and how it correlates to each other, switching between multiple tools, et cetera. And so clearly you need to go a lot faster when that's happening. And so that's one of the things that this integration will address. And then after an attack has been successfully stopped, you have to bring all your endpoints and your environment back into compliance and into a healthy state. And that takes too long typically as well. Few of the existing tools really in security even have an option to remediate an environment back to a secure state, whereas that's core to what Tanium does. And so having the same tool to set your environment up well, respond to an incident in real time, and then remediate post-attack is really critical. And then finally, just from a IT procurement and consolidation standpoint, a lot of customers are looking to consolidate many multiple point solutions into a smaller set and a more capable set of integrated strategic platforms. And that's what Tanium and Microsoft are really bringing to the table here.
So what I'm hearing is it's really all about efficiency in order to survive today's environment. So based on what you're talking about with Tanium's real-time visibility, data, and control, it sounds like Tanium and Microsoft can deliver some really interesting better together results. Can you share some more about that?
Absolutely. I mean, efficiency and effectiveness and operational effectiveness and kind of reducing the work required is really critical to all of this. And so the integration between Tanium and the Microsoft security portfolio will absolutely deliver that. So together we'll improve our customers' ability to maintain a compliant security posture up front, which reduces the work required to deal with and respond to incidents. Tanium really helps customers' environments keeps them from drifting away from the desired state. Drift is a huge problem, one that doesn't get enough attention. And so we really address that. And then because we're being proactive up front, Tanium can help customers take a risk-based approach to improve compliance and security and really focus on the areas of their environment where the biggest problems are, and therefore the work that they put into remediating those environments really gets you the biggest bang for the buck. And then specifically with respect to the Microsoft security controls, one way that customers use Tanium frequently, and that will be continuing to expand with this set of integrations, is Tanium's ability to kind of provide an assessment and an overwatch on the health of Microsoft's security portfolio, making sure that it's deployed and configured correctly and performing as intended. And then we've talked about how we can help analysts and operators perform faster investigations. They'll be able to use real-time data and an integrated experience that helps them accurately assess the attack and address it with less swapping between tools, fewer mistakes made because of the swapping, and just really reducing the error rate and the amount of work required. And then finally, kind of after the investigation, using Tanium plus Microsoft, customers can immediately execute remediation and automation at scale to bring the organization back into a compliant and healthy state. And again, less work, more efficient processes. And then finally, the tool consolidation will enable customers to streamline their workflows, streamline their operations, and again, reduce both licensing costs and labor costs of operations and security.
So a lot of great benefits for customers. I just have one more question for you before you go. When it comes to integrating between products, sometimes they don't always live up to the hype. So what makes Tanium's integration with Microsoft Security different from what we've seen in the past and what others are doing?
Yeah, no, it's a really good point. I mean, often when people talk about integrations, it's simply data being passed back and forth. We have a much more strategic approach here with Microsoft, where we really are delivering a unified system and experience for operators. So it goes way beyond integrating data. It's really the ability for a practitioner or an operator to, in many cases, stay within the Microsoft platform and the Microsoft tool set. And so Microsoft's open platform really enables us to be able to bring Tanium's capabilities into the Microsoft experience, creating kind of a single pane of glass experience for operators. So for example, security practitioners working on an incident in Microsoft Sentinel can take advantage of Tanium's real-time data directly within the Sentinel console, and furthermore, actually take actions and remediate problems from within Sentinel using the Tanium platform and using the complete real-time visibility and control that Tanium provides. The Tanium data will also drive automation within Sentinel. Another example is Microsoft Defender. When Defender detects a threat or surfaces an alert, security practitioners will be able to directly take action and fix the source of that threat from within Defender, but taking advantage of Tanium's ability to actually do the remediation in real time, for example, patch or quarantine a machine. And we're doing this across the entire Microsoft security portfolio. So really exciting, a really broad set of unified experiences that will make things way more efficient, more effective, and dramatically improve the security posture of our customers.
Sounds like a lot of great results with Tanium and Microsoft together. So thank you so much, Rob, for sharing with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. I'm Maggie Miller, and this is To The Point.